Famous Mexican painter Frida Kahlo was a pioneer for female artists. She painted from the heart, even in the face of health problems and personal struggles. Let's meet one of history's greatest figures, Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo was a talented artist born in Mexico City in 1907. She and her family lived in a house called La Casa Azul, which means the Blue House. Frida and her father, Guillermo, were very close. He taught her all about photography, and she would even help him develop photographs. When Frida was young, she got into an awful accident. She stayed at home to heal and had a lot of time on her hands. So she used all that extra time to practice painting until her art was just perfect. Frida's first paintings were portraits. She needed models to practice, so she painted her sisters and her school friends. Frida was inspired by her Mexican heritage. She dressed in traditional Mexican clothing and often wore flowers in her hair. When Frida was in school, she met famous artist Diego Rivera. She showed him her artwork, and they really started to like each other. Diego and Frida got married in 1928. Diego and Frida were painters for the rest of their lives. In 1939, Frida was invited to France to show her portraits at a gallery. Paris's most famous museum, the Louvre, bought one of her paintings. It was the first work by a Mexican artist that they had ever purchased. Frida had a fervent love of animals and often included them in her portraits. She had a pet deer, 2 spider monkeys, a parrot, and even an eagle. One of Frida's most famous works features a spider monkey. It is called Self-Portrait with Monkey and hangs in the MoMA in New York City. Frida is often called a surrealist painter because she paints pictures that look like they're not quite from reality. However, Frida insists that she only paints reality. Some of her most famous paintings include The Two Fridas, A Few Small Nips, and Diego and I. Frida Kahlo is one of the most famous female painters of all time. Although she didn't sell many portraits during her life, many of her paintings are now worth millions. Her paintings can be seen in museums from Washington, D.C. to Mexico. Fans of her artwork can visit La Casa Azul and see where she grew up. Her colorful style will not be forgotten.